So some details as we curve in, right, and we drop the hook, and then we shoot through and move behind him first. Then we get the hips close and switch everything here. That exposes, we know this already, right? He starts to defend, and I hold on, even though I lost the heel hook. I force him to roll. Right, now right here, we need to talk about some of the details of the leg lock, right? The leg lock is essentially like an arm lock. The difference is, it's a leg, right? Where the knee is what represents the elbow and the arm. We know that if I want to arm lock somebody, his main objective is to get his elbow below the navel, or forget about where, just as close to the floor as possible, right? But he definitely needs to get it underneath the stretching apparatus, right? Underneath the locking apparatus. The locking apparatus here starts around this area, right? My thighs and legs are supporting his arm. That's where everything is trapped. If he can straighten this leg and shrimp away and shrink the elbow, below that, I may be very strong. I may be able to hold on with the right baseball bat grab. I've got the arm on my chest, and I'm pulling with all my strength, and I get it fully extended. Why isn't this working? Right? And I'm confused. It's because the elbow dropped underneath. You see, there's the elbow. The elbow can't be here. The elbow needs to be up here. So I need to find ways to stretch the arm, right? I need to maybe go underneath and take the arm from behind the tricep here, like this, right? And use my other hand and get around the corner and lift and get the shoulder exposed and be heavy on the head. All the little tricks that we know that involve lifting the elbow as high as possible, so that when I make the arm a part of my upper body and I squeeze the knees and draw the feet in, as I sit, the arm is already so stretched that usually before I hit the ground, there he's going to tap, right? The same thing happens with the leg lock. The leg is like a giant arm. The knee is like the elbow. The leg is just a giant arm with a foot hanging off the end of it, as opposed to the arm, which is an arm with an elbow and a hand hanging off the end of it, right? This is like high-level philosophy, so I hope you're paying attention. Okay, so if the leg is like a giant arm, there's a lot more coverage that I need to purchase on it before I can make the leg lock work, right? The initial purchasing of the space on the leg happens because I get close, and then when I stretch and we start to go and switch, he's exposed, and now he's running away, and now he rolls. Right here, I already need to begin covering something. If my legs are figure forward like they were when I came out of the heel hook because of his defense, I'm trying to maintain the heel hook, he's trying to defend, I haven't changed my position. This may give me this false sense that if I just squeeze that really tight, I've got the leg, but I don't. What I have is sort of my own ankle and maybe a little portion above his knee, right? What I need to do is get my own body above his knee. It doesn't matter how tightly I hold on to his thigh. What matters is that I get my hips above his knee. You see the knee is starting to come out, right? What kept him from running away before? John, take the step back over, please. Stand up. What kept him from running away before? Not this, not the figure four, this, right? Staying close and gluing the leg to my upper body. That's what kept him from running away. That's what kept the leg from coming out. In the scramble, as he turns and falls, the leg's going to come out even more. So I need to be even more covered on the upper half, right? My upper half, the lower half of his leg, right? I need to cover the area between his knee and his heel and his Achilles tendon. That's where I need to be, which means that as strong as I'd like to be with my legs, that's not going to work if this all gets free, right? Look, it's already gone. I've got to smother his leg between the knee and the Achilles tendon. The best way to do that is to drop it into this bottom pocket as soon as possible, and then just be on it, be on it, be on it. You see, just be completely covered. I should have my whole body here touching the leg. It's all over the shin. It's all over the back of the Achilles. It's close to me. I'm hugging him tight. I'm crunched in. And you see what happened? Before I had this nice figure four, but when I let go of that, right, to cover him, things got a little looser to there. It doesn't matter. I'm still touching. right? I had to let go. I had to loosen the legs. If I'm overly committed to the legs, I can't do what I need to do because my own tension there blocks me. So I need to loosen the bottom grip up and then cover him from the knee to the Achilles tendon. Look, really, really close. And everything's about these little incremental scoops. Now that I've got the leg purchased in this area and I'm holding it, I'm delaying his escape. He's still struggling, of course, right? But I'm trying to just stay as covered as possible. Now I can start to make little hip motions away and up, away and up, away and up, away and up. And when I do that, I'm able to get above the knee, right? Way and up, way and up, way and up. There. You see now, look where the knee is. There it is. And there's my leg. Before, it was here, right? But because I got a little coverage here, or a lot of coverage here, and then loosened my legs up so that my hips became mobile, I can scoot myself over the knee. There it is. Once I'm over the knee, it's the exact same thing as having the elbow elevated in an arm lock. Now I've got something to lock. The leg lock works because the knee doesn't bend that way. It only bends this way, right? If there is no knee, there's nothing to lock. I can arch my back and pull as hard as I want all day from the knee down, and it won't do anything because I'm not stretching beyond the knee. And in the meantime, he's getting his leg more and more extracted, and eventually he escapes, right? So I've got to keep this and be all over it and cover it. Then I can start to move, move, move. Little adjustments until there. The knee is above, right? Above the submission apparatus, above the locking apparatus. Now, as I start to pull the leg straight, you see there's little pliability in the leg here, but I'm just going to get my body straight and make the leg straight. There, see, now it's more rigid, and I can start to arch the body away and push the hips there. It doesn't take much at all. There's a lot of adjustment, though, on the way. There's a lot of adjustment on the way. Leg locks, you're going to have to be patient with. An arm lock, you may be able to figure out in 5 or 10 repetitions when you first learn them, and then as you do the thousands over the years of training, you get pretty proficient. A leg lock, just to figure out the anatomy of the leg and get the feel, it's going to take quite a few more repetitions. So pay attention to these details. Seek the knee. Hone in on the knee. Move your hips in micro adjustments with looser legs, and make sure you get plenty of top body coverage between his knee and his heel or his Achilles tendon so that you can keep everything in place and he can't escape. All right? Okay, let's try that.